I never imagined my life would take such an unexpected turn, nor did I think I'd be sitting here, recounting the story of how my seemingly perfect marriage unraveled. My name is Ethan, and for over a decade, I thought I had it all: a loving wife, Sophia, who was my partner in every sense of the word. Our marriage was built on laughter, shared dreams, and the kind of trust that feels unshakable. But life, as I've learned, can shift in ways you never see coming. Sophia and I met in college, and it felt like fate. She had this warmth about her, a kindness that made people gravitate toward her. We shared everything: hopes, fears, ambitions, and when we married, it was the happiest day of my life. Together, we built a home, supported each other through challenges, and celebrated every milestone. From the outside, it looked like a dream. Even I believed it was. But as the years passed, little moments started to unsettle me. It began with something so trivial, I almost dismissed it. One evening, Sophia received a text that made her smile in a way I hadn't seen before. When I asked her about it, she said it was from an old friend she'd reconnected with. I didn't think much of it, but in hindsight, that moment planted a seed of doubt in my mind, a seed I didn't realize would grow into something far more profound. Sophia started changing in ways I couldn't quite put my finger on. She became more guarded with her phone, often keeping it face down or taking calls in another room. Our conversations, once open and flowing, grew stilted, filled with vague explanations and hurried reassurances. It was subtle at first, easy to rationalize, but over time, these changes became impossible to ignore. I remember one night in particular. She came home late from work, citing a last-minute meeting. Her demeanor was different. Distracted, almost distant. I asked if everything was okay, and she brushed it off with a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. That was when the unease began to settle in my chest, a quiet but persistent voice whispering that something wasn't right. As weeks turned into months, the evidence began to pile up: unexplained absences, inconsistencies in her stories, and a growing sense of detachment between us. I found myself questioning everything, replaying conversations in my head, searching for clues in her words and actions. The foundation of trust we had built started to feel more like quicksand, pulling me into a whirlpool of doubt. The emotional impact of her confession was staggering. I couldn't process the betrayal, couldn't reconcile the woman sitting before me with the person I thought I knew. Anger, sadness, and confusion collided within me, leaving me raw and vulnerable in a way I'd never experienced before. In the days that followed, I found myself grappling with questions that had no easy answers. Why had this happened? What had I done wrong? Could our marriage survive this? Sophia was apologetic, expressing regret and a desire to fix what she had broken. But the trust we had shared felt shattered, and I didn't know if it could ever be mended. Forgiveness was a complex and painful journey. I wasn't sure if I could do it, but I knew I had to try. For myself, for Sophia, and for the life we had built together. We sought therapy, where we confronted the issues that had led to this moment. Through countless tears and difficult conversations, we began to uncover the cracks in our relationship, the unmet needs, the unspoken grievances, the ways we had failed to nurture our connection. But even as we worked to heal, the road was far from smooth. Trust isn't something that can be rebuilt overnight, and every misstep felt like a reminder of the betrayal. There were moments when I doubted whether it was worth it, moments when the pain felt insurmountable. Yet there were also glimmers of hope, small gestures of love and understanding that reminded me of what we were fighting for. Looking back, this experience changed me in profound ways. It forced me to confront my own vulnerabilities, to reevaluate my expectations of marriage, and to rediscover the strength it takes to choose love in the face of adversity. Sophia and I are still on this journey, learning and growing together, and while the scars of the past remain, they serve as a testament to our resilience. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that relationships are fragile, but they're also capable of extraordinary healing. It takes honesty, communication, and a willingness to face the hardest truth, but it's possible to come out stronger on the other side. My hope is that our story can inspire others to find the courage to confront their own challenges and to remember that even in the darkest moments, there's a possibility for light.